For a narcissist, the door of a relationship is never fully closed. While they may engage in cycles of coming back and leaving you, there will be no final goodbye on their end. Their insecurity and need for control will mean that they, at least in their heads, will always assume that they can get back to you whenever they want. After the end of a relationship with a narcissist, you'll be left wondering where it all went wrong and what was wrong with you, that it basically didn't work. But the trouble with narcissists is that people are simply interchangeable to them. A temporary supply to feed their ego and make them feel powerful and desirable. They will often move to someone that can fulfill a different need. Hoovering does not just happen with people that narcissists have spent lots of time with, but there will be a rotation of people to turn to when they feel that they are missing the emotional support and ego boost that you gave them. It is very likely that the narcissist will reach out to you again to see how receptive you are to them, to gauge if they can come back into your life and start the cycle all over again. Once they have set the first trap, it is likely that they will keep coming back and luring you back in. You are the only one that can decide that the toxic and narcissistic cycle is over. You know, of course, it's much easier said than done, but make yourself difficult to contact. Ignore their attempts to win you back. They are insincere. These attempts also need not just explicitly demanding that they have changed, but engaging with you in any way, be it trying to fight with you or reaching out to friends and family. Do not rise to it. Ignore and block. A best thing to do is to reach out to your friends and family and tell them to do the same thing so that they do not have to confront them and expose yourself to them with the risk of them pulling you back in. You can also try to work on yourself as soon as the relationships end. And try to stop caring about them and work on being happy and fulfilled without them. Stop giving your power away and all your thoughts and all your time on this person. Once you become self-sufficient and you are completely in control of yourself and your life, the narcissist has nothing to gain from you because you will not let them in. You see, the narcissist uses a deadly cycle to keep you both incredibly insecure and obsessed with their approval and validation. You see, they draw you in, they manipulate you, and they abuse you. Then they leave you with no explanation. This leaves you confused and also can completely consume your mind as you play over every scenario to understand why they behaved the way they did and whether or not this really is the end. In withdrawing and leaving you obsessing, the narcissist is keeping their control over you and is convincing you that you need them. They may even end things with you to try and condition certain behaviors from you. If they do not like the way that you are behaving or they feel threatened, they can then accuse you of being too selfish or too emotional and give you the silent treatment so that they are afraid to act in those ways again in case they leave you for good. The continuous coming and going from the narcissist, the distrust, this dysregulates the neurotransmitters in our brain. Dopamine is released when they leave and then come back. Then this is repeated. This leaves your levels of dopamine, and what happens is this can leave them depleted and increase, and this can sync up with their cycle of coming and going. This means that your dopamine levels can drop when you are not with the narcissist. They have conditioned you to form an addiction to them, forming a chemical bond to them, which makes it extremely difficult to realize that you are not actually happier without them or with them, but rather manipulated and conditioned into feeling that way. Only time can release you from this bond. There is comfort in familiarity. The narcissist is the one that both causes the pain and the one that relieves us from it. The lows can make it seem like you don't know who you are without them, creating tension within you. When the narcissist always comes back, then leaving doesn't feel like the end, And there is this performance in the ups and the downs. When someone is telling you what is right and wrong and conditioning you to behave, it can feel really daunting having to think and act totally independently. The trust that you have once had in yourself is likely replaced with the thought that you cannot do this on your own, but you can, and the trust will come back. If you would like to understand further how to build stronger boundaries and how to protect yourself, then why not reach out for a one-to-one with me, or you can join the Journal Club. Here I can tell you exactly how you can build on existing knowledge that you have, and you will not be affected by the behavior someone else emits towards you. Join the Journal Club. It is suitable for people who want to become intentional about their healing, understanding past traumas, and building on becoming emotionally stronger. Find out more in the description box. Guided meditation for healing is a great way to release the stress that accumulates in the mind and tensions that build up in the body. Please download some great meditations to help you heal your mind and your body. Please check out the description box below. Thank you so much for watching and listening, and I will see you in the next video.